So Year 11 will go from Term 1 to Term 3 in 2022. That is called the preliminary course. You will study a minimum of 12 units, which is usually 6 subjects. I will talk about units and subjects in more detail in video 3 and video 4. You must satisfactorily complete the preliminary course in all your subjects before you can progress into the HSC course for that subject. Year 12 will go from Term 4 in 2022 to Term 3 of 2023. That is called the HSC course. It has a minimum of 10 units, which is usually 5 units, and then you will sit the HSC examinations in Term 4 in 2023. Now, you will select one of 3 pathways at Mulwaree High School that you will study, and these are the patterns of study you will take in your senior years. I will go into these pathways in much more detail in video 2 pathways, and they are the Rosa pathway, the HSC pathway, and the ATAR pathway. Now, besides your subjects, besides turning up to class, there are other requirements for Year 11 and 12. So you have the HSC All My Own Work program. That is a compulsory program for all New South Wales senior students looking at copyright, plagiarism, acknowledging sources. Now at Mulwaree, we do that in Term 4 of Year 10, but it must be done before you can do any coursework in Year 11. Another requirement are the HSC minimum standards. Now Year 10 are very familiar with this at the moment because they've already commenced this. Students have to just demonstrate that they have met a minimum standard in literacy and numeracy. They will do 3 online tests in reading, writing and numeracy, and you'll sit them throughout Year 10, Year 11, Year 12 and even after the HSC until the student passes each of those. You also need to satisfactorily complete the courses. So for each course, you must follow the course developed and endorsed by NESA. You must apply yourself with diligence and sustained effort to the set tasks and experiences provided in the course by the school, and you will need to achieve some or all of the outcomes. The attendance requirements for Year 11 and 12 are 85%. Now that's not just across the board, it means 85% in each of your courses. So say if you're away every Thursday, you might have a lower attendance rate in the subjects that you have on Thursday. You need to make sure that you make that 85% attendance. And another requirement is that if you study a VET course, and I talk about those in more detail in video 3 and in video 4, it'll have a mandatory workplace component where you must go and work in the industry that you are studying for a week in each of the years of Year 11 and Year 12. There are 2 mandatory subjects in the HSC, which is so much better than what you've had before. You've had so many mandatory subjects. You only have 2 that you have to study over the next 2 years. The first one is English. Every student must study at least 2 units of English in Year 11 and 12. And the other is Life Ready. Now that is a 25-hour course delivered by the PDHPE staff, and it is to cover situations of health and safety as students become more independent and leave school.